Now, an exclusive in the Mirror this week. Well done. King Charles is going on tour to India. You guys broke this story. What do we know? What are the details?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's, really, really positive news because after the King and Queen's tour of Australia and Samoa, the Palisades were telling me that this was a positive step in the right direction. Certainly Charles wanted to kick on as it was in 2025. He's feeling very, very positive about the future. He wanted to return to a full scale of a schedule of events, both at home and abroad. So what does that look like? I did reveal a few weeks ago as well that there's a spring tour to Italy in the offering for the King and Queen. And now I understand that big conversations are happening to send the King and Queen to the Indian subcontinent. So that could reprise a schedule of events in 2022 that didn't get to fruition because of the late Queen's passing. And that was to go to India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. And the reason why this is so important is because there's in a post-Brexit world, the British government is still looking to sort of solidify trading partnerships with major economic partners, and certainly India would be right at the top of that list. So fingers crossed for the King, fingers crossed for his cancer treatment that's still ongoing. But I think it will be a major trip of both political and cultural significance that, fingers crossed, we can't wait to be on.
And it's another big trip. It's another long distance trip. And like you said, in relation to Brexit and those trading opportunities, a great opportunity for the King to do some of that soft diplomacy that we know he does so well. But Russell, we're nearly the end of the year, but it's obviously not over yet for the King. He's still got plenty on his schedule. He attended a variety event this week. Elton John was also there. Here's a clip. Russell, plenty of the pageantry that we love. What was this particular event for?
Well, certainly, if royalty isn't your bag, then pop royalty like Elton John certainly should be. And all the stars were out in force. This is the Royal Variety Performance, of course, at the Royal Albert Hall. I mean, what a splendid event. And King Charles took over the patronage of the charity. It's been going on for decades. It's to celebrate the great and the good of the entertainment world, and a real spectacular event at the Royal Albert Hall every year. King Charles was there. Unfortunately, no Queen Camilla. She had to pull out. She's been feeling a little bit under the weather. We have seen her back to royal duties after she was recovering from a pretty nasty chest infection, I was told. But she's taken a bit of a leave of absence as well. Weather's not too great here at the moment, Cara. I'm very, very jealous of you guys basking in the sun, but certainly Queen Camilla is on the mend, so hopefully nothing to worry about.
I may have gone to the beach this morning, but I'm not going to rub that in. Now, we've spoken on this show before about Harry's documentary, Polo. It's being released soon, we understand. Here's a snippet of the trailer.
The adrenaline that goes through your body, it's addictive.
Polo is not just a sport. Polo is a lifestyle. We eat, we breathe, we sleep polo.
Russell, have you seen it? What do we know so far? What are the views?
Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, I suppose. Let me just read you a little bit of the spiel from Netflix, because it's out on December the 10th, the self-titled Polo on Netflix. It's going to be an unprecedented glimpse into the dedication of a sport at the highest level. But it's also described as promising dirty, sweaty boys riding. So, if sport's not your bag, maybe that is, Cara, I'm not sure. But it has come to great fanfare. This is a bit of a reality TV, sort of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills vibe in there. And I do think people are going to be watching this because we all like the glamour of sport. We all like the high octane levels of fast cars and, fast-paced moving environments such as this. And it does look pretty glamorous. So maybe this will be one of the more successful ventures for Harry and Meghan. It's made by their Archwell Productions, out on December 10th. So maybe you'll be watching it with your family over Christmas, or maybe not. Let's see.
I think I have to watch it. I don't think I'll be able to not. But still on Harry, and he's recently done a video to help promote the next Invictus Games. We've spoken about the games a fair bit. Here is the video.
We're giving you a tattoo about the Invictus Games. Right?
No, I came here to ask you to do the Invictus Games. There's no tattoo in this. I can't get a tattoo.
I'll play the Invictus Games. You just let me give you your first tattoo.
You give me your tattoo, and then you come and play the Invictus Games.
That easy of a deal.
All right, screw it. Let's go. Let's do it. Where you want it?
We gotta go for the neck.
The neck?
Yes.
No, I was thinking like my lower back or my ass.
No, nobody wants to see your Harry.
No, that's the place where no one's going to see it.
Russell, what are your thoughts? We understand there's been some criticism.
Oh, listen, they're not too far from criticism all the time, but let's give Harry his dues here. He's having a bit of fun. Jelly Roll, big artist in the States. He's going to Whistler in February. The Invictus Games is going to have its first winter games. A lot of excitement across the board for it. You know, of course, we know that the Invictus Games is a hugely important project for Harry. It's done great strides for servicemen and women all around the world to giving them that new lease of life. Plenty I've spoken to in the past have said that it saved their life. It saved their futures for them and their families. So we should all get behind it. Any criticism about Harry's language there, but let's all have a little bit of fun with him. I think it's great sort of for project for the future and one we all should get behind. So best of luck to Harry.
I thought it was light-hearted, even, you know, the language was beeped out. It could have been worse. Now, I've only got about 30 seconds left, but the full cost of the coronation has been revealed. Some think it was worth it. Some have been scathing. What's your view?
Well, certainly, I mean, big cost, you know, $150 million here. And whether that is value for money. I mean, I worked the coronation, of course. It was very many people on the streets in the UK, not just in London, but across the UK. And I think that you can't really quantify the aspects to the economy. And of course, Republic, the anti-monarchy group, having a bit of a pop. But I think all in all, future coronations would look very different to the one that King Charles had. So maybe we'll save a few quid in the future. You never know.
Absolutely. Russell Myers, thank you so much for joining us.